Yeah, it is night diving time. We're gonna head down to Wild Reef and hopefully be in the water by 6:37. Perfect time. Wild Reef before the typhoon was my favorite spot for critters at night, especially. There's just so many. I'd say 3/4 of the nudie species in our book is probably from this one dive site. So let's go see if it still looks good after the typhoon. It's my first time back. I'm gonna go pick up the troops. Well, as usual, I'm waiting for Judea to, who knows, grab what. And then we'll go pick up the troops, meet Alex with the tanks, do some diving. Today should be some awesome sightings. Can't wait. Critter hunter. Night dive time, Judea.
Yeah, but I'm going to eat because
Not
I
you?
have something on my tummy, and then I'm afraid that I collapse. You know.
I don't think you're gonna collapse.
We don't know.
Oh.
Even if I'm too big.
Are you charge my light or my computer? I mean.
Yeah, this one is okay. Look, it's full. So we thought that this one is totally dead, and then fortunately when I charge it back again, I think it's like totally drained, and then
Yeah, drained all the way.
yeah.
I'll go see these guys first. Where'd they go?
I'm going to put this light here.
Yeah. Sir Alex.
Justin, your light computer is here.
How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Shy diving with us today?
No,
No?
we feeling cold.
Huh?
Feeling cold.
Cold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is she?
Yeah.
She's in my car?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll talk to her later. Let's go see these guys. El Jane, Vanilla.
Going diving!
This used to be my favorite dive site. Hopefully it's still good.
Yeah. After all that.
It's gotta be good still.
How about for sure.
I'm gonna go see the beach. Hello, ¿qué tal?
Hi.
We could use this property, but they said just close the gate. High tide. It's kind of windy today, so maybe some waves. But it's not too rocky. Alex saw him a toady yesterday, so another octopus. Hope we can find one, but probably not at night. Probably just gonna be a whole bunch of nudies because this is the site with tons of nudies. Shy. No diving today? It's too cold?
Yeah.
You're not a big fan of night dives, huh?
Yeah.
Well, are you gonna watch my car when I'm gone?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nobody will steal it if you're there.
Yeah.
Let's go, Alex.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Ready.
You got your dishwashing
Yeah.
gloves on?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go. Well, yesterday we were diving at a place called Bonnet's Corner, and now we're driving about 15 minutes down the coast to one of my favorite dive sites named Wild Reef. The first critter I seen was this little red Circe nudibranch, but he was crawling into a hole and there was kind of a current, so I didn't get really good footage of him. But not to worry, because the next critter was this awesome Harlequin shrimp, something I'm always looking for. These guys are kind of hard to find. You see them here and there, but this one is a little more rare because it has pink instead of blue spots. Pretty cool. Somebody told me they turn pink based on what they eat. So I wonder what pink things this guy ate. This guy just kept backing farther down into his hole, which was kind of annoying. I wish he could just sit there in front of the camera and pose for me. But later on the dive, I found him out in the open, and I got to film him for a minute. These guys are so unique and cool. That's one thing I love about shrimp here in Dauin. They're all unique and cool. Every one of them is a different shape and weird, really weird. Not what you would think of when you think of shrimp. Just look at these huge claws that they use to carry around and saw and chunk up starfish, which is what they eat. And then of course, those coloration and patterns, that's pretty unique as well. These guys are always fun to find. Now this is really bad footage of a common nudie, and I normally wouldn't use it, but I wanted to show you an awesome deformity. Check this out. This tentacle, or whatever you call it, has deformed into split ends. It's pretty cool. Look at the other side, it's not split at all. It's always good to look for deformities and abnormalities on creatures, even the common ones. It makes for a good footage. This next nudie break we ran into is a new one for me. It's not in my book. You can find this one in a bright green color in my book, and I've always been looking for the red version, but I couldn't find it until now. So maybe this guy will make it into version 2. This guy is awesome, and by the way, since this is a new species for me, I'm trying to get a good photo of him. Of course, my first priority is to film it for you guys, for the channel, but I also want to practice taking photos now that I brought my flash along. So I'm just waiting for him to get in a good position, and then I can try taking some photos. And in the end, my camera was flashing a lot in the dark trying to get one good photo. And I think they turned out pretty good. Here's the first one, not too bad. And the second one. Both of these I used the snoot, and I love the black background. Here's a little Flabalina nudie break. Pretty common, see them quite often, but always really photogenic. I like filming these guys. And then, like I said earlier about weird shrimp, I have no idea what species this is. I've never seen them like this. But I can tell you one thing, they were extremely hard to film. Look at their little house, just riding on the spines of a sea urchin. Every time I got close, I almost got stabbed. And on top of that, the sea urchin was walking my direction. So yeah, another cool species of shrimp. And in a unique environment as well. I think this is a crab, not a shrimp, and he's so cute. He was on the side of a huge barrel sponge, and I just had to film him. He thought he was hiding, and well, he really was actually. He was pretty hard to film, being so tiny and camouflaged. But he wasn't worried about me or my lights. He was more worried about eating. And then somebody called me over because they saw this huge nudie break. This guy must have been 8 inches long. Now, I think I've found some of these before, but in different colors and patterns. I think it's the same species that I have in the book, but I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to do a little bit of research. Either way, these guys are awesome. He was just running everything over. I just saw him run over a feathered sea star. Didn't even care. Yeah, it's pretty cool that I can film so many nudibranch, and some of them will be the size of my pinky fingernail, and others will be 2 foot long. Of course, I practiced getting photos, and he wasn't very photogenic. I didn't get that great of photos of him. But this next one, well, this one was just hard to film. It was on the way out, and he was on a little branch of something that was really flapping in the current. It was really hard to film him. It was not holding still at all. And I couldn't use the snoot, that's for sure, because I couldn't get it aimed at it. It was just moving too much. But I took the snoot off, and I did get some good footage, and eventually some half-decent photos. They're not exactly the best photos in the world, but it's a good start, considering I've just started learning how to do photography underwater. I'm pretty happy with them. So these guys, I love these guys. They're little butterfly fish, and that's what I love about night diving is all these really shy fish that don't let you film them during the day, that are really scared of people. Well, they're just trying to sleep at night and they don't care at all. This guy just sat there in front of the camera for quite a while. Thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.